Some say this is the greatest romantic musical ever made. More than 1 million people have given it a high score of 8.4. At the 89th Academy Awards, the film received 14 nominations and won 6, becoming the biggest winner of the night. However, such an outstanding film left many viewers feeling regretful for the two leads after watching it. On the endless journey of chasing dreams in life, when you meet the right person, how should one choose between reality and dreams? Mia is a waitress working at a coffee shop, but influenced by her aunt since childhood. She has always dreamed of becoming an actress. To succeed in auditions, Mia even uses the morning traffic jam to rehearse her lines. Because she is so absorbed, she does not notice that the road has already cleared, and for that she receives a not-so-friendly greeting from the male driver behind her. When heading out in the afternoon, Mia accidentally bumps into a customer holding a cup of coffee. Pressed for time, she can only throw on a coat in a hurry and rush to the audition. Unfortunately, the audition is abruptly ended due to an unexpected interruption from the director's assistant. Back home, Mia lies exhausted on her bed. Her roommates notice her disappointment and invite her to attend a party. Mia initially plans to refuse, but her roommates persuade her, saying that she might meet a director who appreciates her at the party. And so, Mia agrees, but when she arrives at the party, she finds the environment incredibly noisy, and the atmosphere makes her feel very uncomfortable. She just wants to leave as soon as possible. Unluckily, her car has been towed for illegal parking, so Mia has no choice but to walk home. As she happens to pass by a restaurant, Mia is drawn to the sound of a piano coming from inside. So she curiously walks in, but when she sees the man playing the piano, time seems to freeze at that very moment. Mia is moved by the music, and she cannot help but want to introduce herself to this man.
I just heard you play, and I wanted to...
The man directly chooses to ignore Mia, which makes her feel very embarrassed. The man's name is Sebastian, and fate works in mysterious ways. Sebastian is the very driver who greeted Mia that morning. He loves traditional jazz, and his dream is to open a club dedicated to traditional jazz music. But dreams are beautiful while reality is harsh. Traditional jazz simply cannot keep up with the tide of the times. For this reason, the owner repeatedly warns him to stick to the set list at the restaurant and not to improvise. But although Sebastian agrees verbally, he often becomes completely immersed while playing and begins to improvise. When the piece ends, however, none of the restaurant guests pay attention to his creation, and the only response he receives is the owner's displeased look. Sebastian can only leave with disappointment and resentment, but he does not know that the woman he offended is the only one who truly appreciates him. As time flies by, Mia continues attending various auditions, but the results remain unsatisfying. At a party, she meets a screenwriter named Carlo. Carlo enthusiastically boasts about his achievements to Mia, which makes her feel uncomfortable, so she looks for a chance to slip away. Unexpectedly, she runs into an old rival. It turns out to be Sebastian. Even if he wants to hold onto his principles, he still needs to make a living, so he has to work as a keyboard player in a band to earn money. To get back at Sebastian, Mia deliberately requests a pop song during the song request segment. Asking a jazz musician to perform pop music is undoubtedly a sharp blow to Sebastian. Even after the party ends, Carlo continues talking endlessly about himself. Just as Mia is worrying about how to escape, Sebastian happens to walk by, so Mia goes along with the situation.
Can you grab mine?
My what?
Would you be able to grab mine? My keys?
I can't.
Sorry, can you grab my keys?
Oh.
Please?
Oh, there we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In this way, Sebastian gets a small revenge on Mia. While they are searching for their cars, they happen to arrive at the hilltop, and accompanied by the dazzling night view, the two begin to dance in perfect harmony. A series of coincidences brings them closer together, and their connection feels almost magical. Just as they are about to take things further, a call from Mia's blind date breaks the beautiful atmosphere, and the two have no choice but to say goodbye. The next day, Sebastian goes to the coffee shop to find Mia. The cafe where Mia works is located on the Warner Brothers studio lot, and many film crews shoot there. As they walk and talk, Mia says she really likes the environment there. She also talks about how her aunt became her mentor, and about her experience of giving up her studies to pursue her dream of becoming an actress. Sebastian, in turn, passionately recommends jazz music to Mia. Seeing that Mia does not seem very interested, Sebastian directly takes her to a local bar that features live jazz performances. Under Sebastian's enthusiastic introduction, Mia begins to develop a genuine interest in jazz. In this way, the two spend a wonderful day together. Soon after, Mia receives an audition notice for a major television production. Excited, Mia immediately shares the good news with Sebastian. However, Mia does not know much about the show. She only knows that its genre is similar to a certain film. It just so happens that Sebastian knows the film is currently playing in theaters, so he invites Mia to watch it together at the cinema.
In your own time.
Okay, 2 options. You either follow my rules or follow my rules. Capiche?
Thank you.
Things do not go smoothly for Mia, and the director's perfunctory attitude makes her feel extremely frustrated. But when she thinks about her date with Sebastian that night, her gloomy mood instantly disappears. So when she returns home, Mia prepares to dress up carefully, but her blind date shows up unannounced. Only then does Mia remember that today is the day she had previously arranged to meet him. At the dinner table, however, her blind date and the others keep boasting about themselves and completely ignore Mia, which makes her restless, and her heart has already flown to Sebastian. As time passes, the movie has already begun. At that moment, Mia hears the restaurant speakers playing the melody Sebastian once performed, and she can no longer hold back. She stands up and leaves. Rushing toward the cinema, Mia and Sebastian finally reunite at the theater. In the romantic atmosphere, their relationship progresses rapidly. Just as they are about to take things further, the film reel suddenly burns out. This unexpected accident makes them look at each other and smile, and it further confirms their feelings for one another. So the two head to the hilltop observatory. And there, they finally seal their love with a kiss. In the days that follow, their relationship progresses smoothly, filled with happiness and warmth. They go on dates together, visit scenic spots, and even team up to play little pranks on others. During one date, Sebastian runs into his old classmate Keith. Keith has formed a pop jazz band and wants to invite Sebastian to be the keyboardist, but Sebastian believes Keith has strayed from the true spirit of jazz, so he politely turns down the offer. Mia comes up with a name for Sebastian's future jazz club and even designs an exclusive logo for it. The two believe they can continue on like this, happy and peaceful, until one day, Mia receives a call from her mother. Mia has been spending more than she earns to prepare for her stage play, and her boyfriend Sebastian does not have a stable income either. His dream of opening a jazz club seems far out of reach. Such circumstances deeply worry her mother. Sebastian accidentally overhears Mia's phone conversation with her mother. In order to let his girlfriend focus on preparing for the play without worry, Sebastian takes the initiative to find Keith and ask about the band.
But you say you want to save jazz. How you gonna save jazz if no one's listening? Jazz is dying because of people like you. You're playing to 90-year-olds at the Lighthouse. Where are the kids? Where are the young people? You're holding on to the past, but jazz is about the future.
Sebastian is moved by Keith's words, and what Keith says next further strengthens his decision.
Plus a cut of the ticket revenue and merchandising. Sound good?
Just like that, Sebastian joins the band, and the nationwide tour gradually brings the band recognition. Life slowly becomes more stable. As the script enters its crucial stage, Mia quits her job and stays home to focus entirely on preparation. Both of them move forward bravely on their own paths of chasing dreams. One day, as usual, Mia leaves a message for the busy Sebastian, expressing how much she misses him. When she returns home, she finds that Sebastian is there, preparing a candlelight dinner for her, which makes Mia very happy. At the dinner table, Sebastian asks about the progress of the play, and Mia tells him that it is nearing its final stage. But when she thinks about the audience sitting below the stage, she feels extremely nervous. Sebastian firmly encourages Mia. Then Sebastian mentions that the band will soon head to another city for a new tour, which makes Mia feel disappointed. The days of being together less and apart more gradually create distance between them. In order to stay together, Sebastian suggests that Mia join him on tour, but Mia's stage performance is imminent, so she can only refuse Sebastian. When she learns that the band's tour may last a long time, Mia becomes somewhat upset.
Do you like the music you're playing?
I don't know what it matters.
Well, it matters because if you're going to give up your dream, I think it matters that you like what you're playing on the road for years.
Sebastian does not understand why Mia would say such things. He has given up traditional jazz, joined the band, and accepted high pay. All of it is to give Mia a better future. Sebastian believes everything he has done is what Mia wanted him to do, a sign of becoming mature and taking responsibility. Unexpectedly, it becomes the very reason Mia criticizes him.
Maybe you just liked me when I was on my ass because it made you feel better about yourself.
Hearing Sebastian say such words, Mia is completely disappointed. She realizes that the man in front of her has lost his passion and persistence for his dream, and has already compromised with reality. Disheartened, Mia quietly leaves. The public performance of the play arrives as scheduled, but unfortunately, Sebastian is informed that he has a magazine photo shoot that evening. On one side is love, on the other side is career. Sebastian is caught in a dilemma. Meanwhile, things do not go well for Mia either. There are only a handful of people in the audience, and two of them even whisper unkind comments during the performance. What is worse, Sebastian arrives late, and a powerless sense of frustration causes Mia's emotions to finally erupt. One night,
I'll come see you tomorrow.
No, I'm going home.
This is home.
No, it's not anymore.
Sebastian finds Mia and tells her good news. It turns out that not long after Mia left, Sebastian received a call from a stranger. The person on the other end claims to be a casting director. He saw Mia's play that night, expressed that he truly liked it, and hopes Mia will audition for a film role. However, Mia's phone has been turned off, so the director has no choice but to contact Sebastian. Hearing this news, Mia feels no joy at all, because repeated failures have made her see reality clearly, and she no longer wants to chase the seemingly unrealistic dream of becoming an actress. But Sebastian has great confidence in Mia and persuades her to keep going. Just like that, encouraged by Sebastian, Mia decides to attend the audition. This time, the director gives no specific instructions and lets Mia perform freely. So Mia tells the story of her aunt in the form of a song. Her aunt once made unimaginable efforts to hold on to her dream of performing. It is that very spirit that has guided Mia forward all along. After the audition, Mia and Sebastian return to the observatory where they once had their date. They both talk about their plans for the future. Sebastian says he will stay here to complete his unfinished career and dream. Mia says that if she gets the role, she will move to Paris.
I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see.
I'm always gonna love you.
I'm always gonna love you too.
They once confirmed their relationship here, and here they choose their own paths forward. Time passes, and 5 years later, Mia has become a widely known movie star and has built her own family. One evening, Mia goes on a date with her husband, and as they pass by a bar, they are drawn in by the sound of jazz coming from inside. When Mia walks into the club, the first thing she sees is the logo she once designed for Sebastian. Mia realizes this is Sebastian's club, and he has fulfilled his original dream. Coincidentally, the one performing on stage is Sebastian. Mia feels as if she has returned to the night when she was first captivated by Sebastian's talent. At that moment, Sebastian on stage also notices Mia. Their eyes meet, and accompanied by the familiar piano melody, it feels as though a lifetime passes in a single glance. When the performance ends, they say nothing, but in each other's eyes they both understand. In my heart, I have already spent a lifetime with you. See you next time.